AFTV, we've got the teams for the game. First of all, obviously at the Emirates is the early kickoff. You can see just down there, if you spin around, you can see people starting to arrive, starting to come in. What we got? Nearly an hour, just about an hour to kick off. Early kickoffs, right? Just to give you sort of these 12:30 kickoffs. Sometimes it's hard to get the atmosphere going, and I'm worried about today because this is the typical sort of game that every one of those fans that you see walking up to the game today is expecting to win. So they come walking up thinking, right, playing Burnley, 2-3, 4-0, and if it's an exciting and we really took them to the sword, then we'll get beyond the team. But they sort of then get to their seat and they sit there and they wait for something to happen. They're waiting. Rather than what you need in these sort of games in particular is somebody to get the atmosphere really fired up, really going, so that the team will perform to the same sort of level that when they're playing the Tottenhams, Man Uniteds and teams like that. So that's the thing about these early kickoffs, why sometimes even when you're watching them on TV, you can see the atmosphere is not quite the same. And you can see by even the way people, probably half of these people are a bit like me, were out last night, so you're tired as well in a way. But anyway, let's get into the lineup. Couple of changes to the team, as you'll hear right now. So in goal, Leno comes back in for Czech, obviously from the other night. Maitland-Niles continues at right back. Now, he had a nightmare the other night. I really like him as a player. He's a young player on the way up, but he's going to have to, you know, listen, what better thing to do to get up a game to try and, you know, get back to a decent standard. He was very poor the other night. Socrates, Monreal and Kolasinac is the back four. Is well, it might look like it could be a back three. Probably now Kolasinac playing as a wing, playing out wide. Maitland-Niles playing out wide, do you reckon? And
Before the back.
you think four at the back with Socrates, Monreal playing as a centre back, right? And then we've got El Neni who's come into the team today. Guendouzi's in there as well. Xhaka. Ozil is back into the team. Mesut Ozil back into the team, and Aubameyang and Lacazette. So up front, it's very attacking. Ozil, Aubameyang, Lacazette. Really pleased to see those two, Aubameyang and Lacazette, playing. I thought they've got to start. We've got to try and go for goals because we know what Burnley are going to do. They're going to be very, very defensive. And Ozil, for me, in these type of games, this is where you need a player like that to break teams like Burnley down. Absolutely essential. Glad that he's starting in this game. Xhaka, Guendouzi, El Neni. Guendouzi didn't have a great game the other night. He needs to have a game. I want to see him moving more forward with the ball. El Neni, I think this is the first game he would have started in the first team this season. So it's a big game for him. I remember it's the Christmas period. You've got to use his squad. And Xhaka, you know, hopefully he's playing in that midfield position, and hopefully he won't be sloppy as what we've seen him in the past few games. It does mean, though, that Lucas Torreira is not starting, right? So Torreira does not start. This is the bench. Czech, Lichtsteiner, who I think probably not in at right back because he's still kind of coming back from an injury. Torreira's on the bench. Ramsey, Iwobi, Saka. That's really interesting that Saka, who we saw play against Carabao and did really, really well, looks really good as on the wing, and Nketiah. So few young players on that bench. No Koscielny at all in the squad, which is interesting. So obviously still not fully fit, Lauren Koscielny, but no Koscielny, not even in the squad at all. And as I said, Torreira, Ramsey and Iwobi on the bench. No real goal scorers on the bench. Suppose you could say Ramsey maybe, if it's going wrong. And again, this is why I think in January we need to go out there. We're missing Welbeck now in these type of games, so that option that you can bring off the bench to try and score a goal. So that's the team. Let me see if I can find out what you guys have been saying about the team. See if I can get into find out what you guys are saying about the lineup.
Score prediction.
Huh?
Score prediction.
My score prediction. I said 2-0. I said 2-0 before the game started. Oh, really off of there. All right, okay, hold on. I said 2-0 before the game started. Somebody just saying there, DC Music says, where is Torreira? So he's not happy that Torreira is not starting. As I said, I think at this time of year, in the Christmas period, remember, we've got another game away from home against Brighton on Boxing Day, and then we play Liverpool. But a lot of people doesn't seem too happy. Somebody here making a great point. Tandu, he says Torreira's got 4 yellow cards. But I would have thought then that maybe put him out there today. If he gets a yellow card, then he'd be out of Brighton and you'd have him back for Liverpool. Don't know. Maybe the manager's looking at it and saying to himself, Liverpool's going to be the hardest game. The one that I really need Torreira away from home up against Brighton, try and pick up 6 points from then, and then, you know. A lot of people pointing that out now. LV Joseph says, Torreira not playing as he's got 4 yellows and we need him for Liverpool. But we've got another game against Brighton, right? So what's going to happen in that one? Torreira risking for Liverpool and Brighton, everyone's saying. Hope El Neni plays as a centre-back instead of Xhaka, somebody says. Funny, because I'm not too sure what the formation is going to be strictly, but as I said, lots and lots of people don't seem too happy that Torreira has been left out. But, you know, this is the type of game against Burnley at home that, you know, let's remember, Burnley, they are going to come, they are going to be dogged, but they are in the bottom 3. They have been playing pretty dreadful this season. Shouldn't have to have Torreira in this game, really, if you're thinking of one to rest him. Somebody there was saying, I think it was Hakan, he said he expected Ramsey to start in this game. DC Music also said, you said we don't have Welbeck, but why not give Eddie Nketiah a chance? I think, obviously, the manager is looking at it and saying he's not quite ready yet. Bumblebee says 3-0, we got this. Xhaka, nah, not at fullback. not as he's played left back, he's played centre back. He didn't do too bad at left back, but at centre back, no. No, Mickey says somebody, Mkhitaryan's injured. We know that he was going to be tested before the game. Somebody's asking, what about Smith Rowe? He's also injured. We've got a lot of injuries at the moment. Lots and lots of injuries. Sol Starling 2002 says North London is red. We know that. Lewis Sutton says happy for El Neni. You'll only be happy if he has a good game. Now, this is a big, you know, might be El Neni. January's coming up. He needs to perform because maybe they might be looking on it and saying if he not really performing and that, let's offload El Neni in January. So big game for El Neni. Big game for El Neni. Poor lineup, says the mayor. Other people saying why is El Neni playing? They're not too happy. And other people bigging him up. So we got to see. We got to see what happens. No Iwobi, says somebody. Quite a few people asking why is Iwobi not starting, but listen, he's an impact player that you can bring off the bench. And as I said, I agree with it. Lacazette and Aubameyang, start the two of them. This team's going to be hard to break down. We need goals. It's a sort of game, these sort of games, we've seen them over the years, right? If you score early, you get a couple of goals early, their whole game plan has to change. They got to start going for it a bit, and then you can really sort of have a really comfortable afternoon. But you need to try and score early, and that's one thing we ain't been doing this season. Remember, you know, we've been the second half team, and we're really going to have to, let's be going at half-time winning today, please. Let me get back to this one. I'm trying to scroll down here. Cabin Bora says, relax guys, El Neni wants to play too. If we don't give him chances against a bottom 3 team, then who? Someone else saying that you think that Maitland-Niles will score today. That'd be great for his confidence. Oliver says, where is Mavropanos? Apparently he's back in training. Yet another injury. Sulav says, big game and a big challenge for Aubameyang to go past Mo Salah. With Ozil's creativity, Aubameyang could score a hat-trick today. I'd love to see that. Kolasinac is a huge game, says Ashan. Karim says, Xhaka centre-half again. Please not. I'm going to do a couple more. Kwan says we need to crush Burnley. We definitely need to do that. Lachlan says, big pressure on Mesut Ozil. Put it this way, right? Every camera person, every one of the media people going in that little section downstairs and that, they're all going to be going in. They probably copied and pasted the name Mesut Ozil already, because that's the person they're going to be talking about literally for the whole game, and they're going to be looking, scrutinising him. He needs a big game today. Definitely needs a big game. Happy to see Ozil as captain, somebody says. Time to step up, boy, says boy. Definitely 100%. People still saying Xhaka could be, please don't be playing at centre-back, please. No. It can't be. And let me do one more. Give check the check, says somebody. They're not convinced. So listen, we're at the Emirates. What we got, like 50 minutes to kick off. That is the team. Let me see if I can run through it again. Hold that. Just run through it again in case you got it late. Team is in goal, Leno, Maitland-Niles, Socrates, Monreal, Kolasinac, which suggests to me that it's going to be Monreal and Socrates playing as the two centre-backs. El Neni, Guendouzi, Xhaka, Ozil, Aubameyang and Lacazette. And then on the bench is Czech, backup goalkeeper, Lichtsteiner, Torreira, who starts from the bench, Aaron Ramsey, Alex Iwobi, Saka and Nketiah. That is the team that hopefully, no, not hopefully, has to get 3 points today.